Welcome to the first episode of Beyond Full Stack Engineering. In this one, we're going to take a look at what this series is all about. The reason for calling this series Beyond Full Stack Engineering is to showcase the other aspects of specifically the engineering part of creating a digital product. So apart from things like the front end and back end design, we also take a look at deployment and how to host your application on some sort of a cloud infrastructure. Apart from this, I also wanted to talk a little bit more about the process itself. So I could help you navigate the processes of creating this product when you're working with a team. In this series, we're going to be building a product called as Payo Bills, which is a bill management app. And the target audience for this is engineers and folks focused on development. And what the solution solves for is to help remind users when to pay their bills. There are other various features that I've tried to incorporate into this product, but the basic vision of the product is only to help you remind to pay your bills without letting your data be accessible to other third-party vendors. Even though all components of this product can be hosted on a public infrastructure like on the cloud, I am going to be focusing on self-hosting this on my home lab, which uses another project that I'm working on called as Cube Home Lab. And there's a playlist available on YouTube, and I'll link that as well. So all of that infrastructure and the data that this app is going to use resides in my home network, and so it's not available outside on the public internet. So now let's take a look at the various steps that are involved in creating such a digital product. So let's take a look at this flowchart here. So the first thing that we have to do is define the vision of the product. The vision being the simplest thing that this product is supposed to solve for. This is usually done by key stakeholders of the product and provides the direction to the entire team. So the next one is market research, and this is to understand the target audience for your solution and what main pain points are your users experiencing, and that's what the solution is going to solve for. So based on the analysis from your market research, you're going to figure out which pain points you're going to be solving with your solution, and also a subset of the target audience who you're going to solve this problem for. And based on this target audience, you're going to figure out the user personas that you want to create for your application. For example, for an app like Instagram, a couple of examples for user personas would be one who is just a general user who is enthusiastic about sharing their photographs. Second is a small business owner who wants to share details about what services they provide. The third being just a content creator who is exploring and creating comedy content to reach a larger audience. And based on the solution you're creating, you'll define user personas that fit into your application. So based on the solution you're creating, you will define user personas that solve for specific parts of problems based on the vision that you decided in the first step. So once you've narrowed down your scope and you've decided the key problems that you're going to solve for, based on the vision that you set out with, you're going to create an MVP, which is called a minimum viable product. If this is the first iteration of the digital product, you will create an MVP, or it would be like a new feature or an enhancement in your existing product. So once the MVP scope has been decided, the design, product, and engineering team collaborate together to create prototypes or designs for the product. The main responsibilities of design would be to cater to user experiences and how the users feel when they use your solution. Product would decide what feature is supposed to be built in what way. And the engineering team's responsibility would be to tell the other groups the viability of being able to create these features. Once the designs have reached a certain point and ready for the engineering team to be picked up, the engineering team decides the architecture and engineer a solution of how they can create these features. So based on the team, this would be decided whether these features are going to be built via code or by using no-code platforms or other solutions available. The engineering team would develop these features. Alongside this process, while the engineering team is developing these features, they have to work closely with testing, which is the quality assurance or QA team, and the product to ensure that the solutions that they're building via code or whatever tool that they're using solves the problems that they were looking for in the first place, and also adhere to the designs that were created by the design team. Apart from the internal testing that was done by the dev, product, and the QA team, beta testing is a process where the solution being built is shared with other users who are ideally the target audience for this solution that we're building. And the idea is to find any bugs or issues in the solution to try to fix them before we do an actual launch. Based on the beta testing and the original internal testing that was done, now is the time to do a final round of decision whether the solution is ready for the public. In case there are issues that still need fixing, we go back and try to fix those issues as quick as possible and do another round of quick testing. After all of this, we are finally ready for launch. If this is the first time the application is being launched, that's the first initial MVP launch. Otherwise, it would be an enhancement to an already existing solution. Ideally, your solution should also have a way to collect analytics and feedback from the users to help it enhance for the next version. If you look at the flowchart, there is no end to this because it's an iterative process of first creating a minimum viable product and then iteratively fixing and enhancing that solution. And once you start collecting those analytics and feedback from the users, it's the process of going back to the whiteboard and perfecting your vision for the product and enhancing it for the next iteration. From this flowchart, the steps that are highlighted in blue are topics that I want to cover more in detail, and I'll be creating videos on these topics more closely. And if you have any ideas about videos that you want to see for any of these steps in this process, do comment them in the comment section below. And if you don't want to miss any videos, click the bell icon below. That's it for the first episode. In the next one, I'll show you various tools that I use for creating these designs. For example, this one uses prompts to create designs using GenAI. See you soon.